Howdy! Innawoods Challenges number 3, the Haitian Express. Is the name on the insensitive side? Probably. This is going to be a weird one, because if you paid attention to the title of the video and you looked at the list of challenges that I'm going off of, you'll notice that this isn't located in the list of challenges. However, the first version of the list says that I can add whatever I want to it, so that's what I'm doing today. This is going to be the first challenge that's not actually assigned to me. It's one that myself and some of my friends came up with. A number of my friends saw the first couple of videos, and they are familiar with the challenges for the same reasons that I'm familiar with the challenges, and we wanted to take the Huckleberry Challenge and put it into the beginners section so that anybody can do them. Taking inspiration from that one, you're allowed $15 in supplies. You're allowed to use whatever tools you already have around your house. You have to make a vessel of some sort using garbage you find on the side of the road, in the trash can, or whatever is gifted to you for free. You're going to take this hunk of crap and you're going to try to float it 5 miles. And to be honest with you, I couldn't have been to make up a European extreme mode version of this. So if you want to see me do this again but harder, come up with one and we'll see if I can do it. As you can see, I have quite a few people who decided to help me build this thing, which was very nice. I could do it on my own, but my God, did it go fast with other people. This video took a very long time. Just to give you an idea of the timeline it took to go from beginning to completion of this, I started building this raft about 3 weeks before I even started working on the Apocalypse Now challenge. And a lot of that is because it turned out that there was a lot of challenges, editing and things that I haven't had to deal with yet. You'll see that when we get along to it. Partly it was trying to get all of the materials together. Partly it was making sure that we could get all the safety equipment, like an emergency boat in case it decided to sink. That was a whole thing in itself, trying to find that, and then we spent a while rebuilding the engine so that it would even work. Not we, one person in particular. Thank you very much for doing that. As I said, I could do this whole thing on my own, but I am a red-blooded American, which means that I'm going to pass it on to foreigners to do it for me, and that's exactly what I did here. Most of the people that you're going to see in the video that are helping me are from someplace else, and bless them for taking the time out of their day to come help me. But the idea for how we're actually going to build this thing is pretty straightforward and simple. What we did was we took a piece of deck that floated up to a friend's house. He's the one who kind of kicked this thing off. It was his idea on how we were going to do it. He designed the raft, and then we built it in his image. But it's a piece of dock that floated down the river. He ended up catching it, apparently with a fishing pole, brought it into shore, and everything else that we did was built off of that base. The top layer is built out of pallets. The arms are built out of pallets.
And the keel is also made out of pallets.
The flotation devices are just jugs of some kind of chemical or another that I assume is used for cars, windshield wiper fluid, that kind of thing that we found. Strapped that together with some chicken wire, tied it together, but a lot of the screws and nails that you see are things that we repurposed out of the pallets that were already given to us. So we took them out of the pallets and then nailed them back into place as needed. It took us 2 full days to actually build this thing with the parts that we accumulated. It took us a couple of weeks to get those 2 days to do it. Everything you're looking at right now is from day number 1. Most of that was actually cutting everything to shape and then kind of putting it into the general idea of what we wanted it to be. At the end of that first day, we had kind of the center but none of the balance attached to it, which culminated in the following.
It's okay, it's okay.
Careful. Sit down on it first.
No, the flotation. Oh no. Oh shit. The deeper. Oh, we're going.
Hey, it's floating.
Oh shit.
Excellent. We're actually further along than we thought we were going to be. Day number 2 started out way easier than day number 1. We'd already stripped all the pallets and other things down for parts, and we were assembling them in the shape that we wanted it to be for the final project. Some of the foreigners had to go back to foreign land, so we replaced them with other foreigners that took over the torch, which helped speed things along pretty nicely. You're going to notice that we have this new purple insulation pad that somebody gave us. We're going to use that to stabilize the boat, because you saw how bad it was leaning off at the beginning. And then we went ahead and started building the arms for the stabilizers. This was kind of based off of the idea that we took off kayaks. They use something very similar to this. It basically takes and spreads out the surface area to make it easier to use. The next thing that we did was attach the keel that we built on day 1 by just building a bracket and screwing it directly. We went ahead and took that purple insulation and Added it to the bottom of the raft so they put a little extra buoyancy in the back and trimmed it to size so that you have a little less drag once it was put in the water. After that, we took the 2x4s that we cut off of the pallets and nailed those in place so that it would put the arms at an angle so they'd actually keep the jugs in the water. The arms were then installed, but if you look, they're in the middle of the raft instead of in the back of the raft like everybody who ever put these things on any flotation device ever. That ended up being a problem, which you'll see in a second. But it worked okay. We're going to go ahead and get this thing in the water for the second night so you can see the difference between night 1 and night 2. Once that's completed, we're going to go into the actual challenge itself where I'm not going to flap my gums, I'm just going to let you watch the footage because that's where the good stuff is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and finish up this boring part of the video everybody's going to skip past anyway, get you to the actual challenge. Sit back, relax, grab a beer, and enjoy.
Doing dark day with support. He was going to my. Ooh, splinters. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
He's on the water. He's floating. Ducks. You could sit.
I could sit, yeah. The problem is I don't like the things that are in the water. One jellyfish is going to ruin this.
No, they're not here until August.
They're not here till August.
I mean, in masses. Yeah, turn around.
I did a canoeing thing once. I mean, it was 100 miles, but it was like a thing designed to be in the water. This is not.
Tira uma foto só desse cara.
It's easier to go backwards.
Who knew?
Whatever you do not pull this thing.
One small step for man, two huge steps for autism.
White boy summer, all right.
Yes, bro. Praise be the pyramid. Have you been to that store?
No, I want to.
I've been there. It's awesome.
Yeah, watch out. Okay, come back up. Let me throw my helmet on real quick and we'll get this going.
Yeah, head towards the yacht club. Yeah, then back 5 miles.
Okay, yacht club it is.
You're gonna get the chance to roll this thing
Alright.
next to some $10 million boats.
Oh yeah, I'll show off for sure. Here we go. This place is infested with jellyfish just yesterday, so. Oh yeah, there's one right there. Awesome. Oh yeah, there's so many. We're just getting started too. So I take it I'm going against the current the whole way down? Awesome. 5 miles of this would be so ass. I'm moving like 3 inches a stroke. A single wake's gonna fucking wreck me, dude. This is so hard already. Oh God! Should have brought gloves. My hands are gonna be torn up. I am not a rower. I don't do this, so I have no idea what I need to complete this challenge. But we're gonna be doing the best we can with what we got here, which is this shitty little oar that my friend found on the side of the road, and a raft made out of actual garbage. So you can't pick up a little speed here. The hard part's gonna be over by the end, because that's where boats are actually allowed to make wakes and things. Right here is not too bad. So 5 miles is pretty arbitrary, to be honest with you. I just picked it because the Huckleberry Challenge is also 5 miles. But I don't need it to actually be 5 miles, I don't think. This might be a coping mechanism, I don't really know. It's not particularly balanced nicely. I'm really not looking forward to when these little itty bitty waves that seem really insignificant are hitting me in the side instead of in the front. Oh, good. That's a great example right there. Yeah, to most people, that's not even annoying. To me, it's probably a detriment. There's so many jellyfish. All I want to do is like sit and put my legs in the water, that way I don't have to balance myself the whole time. But, oh, here they come. Ooh. I think that would be not a good idea. Maybe I could sit crisscross if my legs get tired from balancing. No, this isn't too bad. Howdy! This is gonna take forever. I'm just sitting here looking at all the jellyfish in the water. I'm like, man, I really wish I could put my legs in and just like sit.
but I think that'd be a bad idea. Knowing my luck, a shark's gonna think this is a fucking sea lion or something. What do you mean, don't fall? The fuck does that mean? Oh, I didn't notice. Thank you. Oh, good. I think me moving 1 knot is kind of an over-exaggeration. I think I'm actually moving slower than that, especially now that I'm in this more open water. It feels like the tide's pulling back a little bit harder than it was when we were in that little alcove thing. It's starting to get a little difficult to balance here, so let's try something else. What if I go on my knees, huh? That's good. All right. Slower, but it's more stable. So what if we do something like this? Good, the whole thing's coming off. Awesome. I don't know if you can see these, but these are all coming up. Let's sit on them. I'll hold them in place. There we go. Eh? There. Oh yeah. This is it right here. We're going turbo. I can move the jellies out of the way. Awesome. I figured out how to make it go faster. Yeah. Oh, this is so much nicer. Oh, this is easy. I feel like an eagle that's been let out of its cage. That's about that, huh? Both of the arms were coming up. Yeah, like they were falling off, so I'm sitting on them to hold them in place. But it's okay, because now I can go faster, and my legs don't hurt. Oh, shit! Fuck you!
It has handled it like a champ.
Yes, we're good. Okay. I'm like, if a wake hits this thing from the side, it's falling apart. I got... Do not redeem! I was built for speed. Bro, we're gonna be done with this in no time. Do I go straight or right? Alright, we're gonna go right. Got it. You know, I might have underestimated how long it'll take us to do 5 miles. See, if you go 5 miles an hour, then you will be done in an hour. But I'm going like 0.25 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was figuring 2 hours.
It might be longer than that. We're a third of the way? Oh, wow. That's not bad.
It always costs a lot. I mean, it says the boat has to be 5. The boat has to go 5 miles.
Yeah, you're right.
Be like, hey, this is where we be going. We dragged it 5 miles, and guess what? And guess what's still intact?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And we got a sail. So the fail point is going to be this right here. The screws are like working themselves loose. This is so much easier. Every time I do anything, I forget gloves, and every single time I regret it. Looking good. How are we losing to a guy on a paddle boat?
I mean, we could probably push it, but...
Feels okay.
You're the end. If you start to see something come off, let us know.
All right.
We're taking you
Oh, all right, let's not do that.
Apparently, jellyfish in this area, less the number, but they're bigger. You may not get one, but if you get one, it's gonna hurt even more.
That's what I like to see right there. That's the yacht club right there, isn't it? Yeah. All right.
We'd be very lucky. Well,
Oh, man.
Oh, you're so lucky.
I'm super lucky. I can feel the wave on my ass, like from one cheek to the other one.
I simply said don't quit your day job.
Oh, good. Oh, look, there's the wig. Yeah, right. At least I can fall off here and not get stung like a million times.
Oh, you just get stung
Once,
once.
big time, yeah.
Big time. So, all the bullets go through the needle part.
Okay?
We could go outside and we could go to the same place all bullets come through, but there's a chance someone's gonna come by.
That's fine. Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I bet on that camera right there, I look like an absolutely insane person.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is not the side to be on. Yeah, let's get through this. Another one coming. Yeah, I'm making my submission to the yacht club. I'm trying to get in. We're almost there, guys. I just need to get close enough to touch it. Come here, you. Now we just gotta go all the way back.
How you feeling so far?
Not bad. So theoretically, this should be easier going back this direction. It doesn't feel much easier, to be honest. It is hot as hell out here. It's supposed to be like 105 out today. It feels like it's getting there pretty quick. All right, you boys ready to head home? We're halfway to America.
So I'm kind of an idiot and I forgot to hit the record button for most of the return trip. So instead of showing you that, we're just going to show you me pulling a boat in at the end of the challenge for the safe return home. I'm going to go ahead though and get you back to the house so that we can talk about it a little bit. Howdy ho and welcome back. We made it to my cave and managed to do it all in one piece. We hit all of the objectives that we had. We were able to build a boat out of nothing. We were able to spend less than $15 on it. We did in fact take it 5 miles total, and it didn't sink, which means that this challenge was a completion. This was a super different project compared to most of the ones that you see me do here on this channel. This one didn't have any firearms or night vision or anything involved with it, any of that crazy stuff. I just built a boat with my friends, but I thought it was a fun change of pace and something that's actually obtainable for a lot more people than just me, you know. So there was way more editing involved with this one than what I'm used to doing in a lot of my other videos. I wasn't really anticipating how much I was going to have to cut out. Definitely in the future, anybody who comes with me is going to be wearing masks, so I don't have to blur all their faces the entire time. I know it's super annoying to look at, but it was a very fun challenge, and I enjoyed doing it quite a bit. I am looking forward to doing the huckleberry or other variations of this that I come up with. And of course, the more challenges that everybody comes up with, the merrier. I'm happy to keep doing them. I'm having a great time doing this. A couple of things. Number one, if you see me doing something, don't do it. Do I think that you should take a helmet and use a piece of Chinesium to strap your phone to your head on top of a channel where you could lose it very easily and never get it back? No, don't do that. But moving forward, I have a couple of other challenges that are in the works right now. I'm going to give you a hint on what they are. The first one has something to do with this. And the second one has something to do with this. So just to give you an idea, just like with the one that we just completed, these ones are going to take some time to get everything together and make them work properly. But they're coming, and they're coming as soon as they can. So stay patient, enjoy. Until the next time I see you, bye.
Yeah, no shit. I'd be pissed too if I just swallowed.